Hey, you mad modelers, I'm back. I'll bet most of you guys out there thought I may have died, huh? No, I had to have surgery on my left hand. I am now 10 weeks out and it's working great. So, it's back in business. I've got most of the sheet metal done on this Camel now. I'm working on a windshield frame. Everything that you see black here is going to get taken out, and then that's going to have a windshield put in behind it, and I'll have more sheet metal on the backside that will pinch the window in between and can be mounted. Then that is going to be mounted up here, where I'm going to put some braces off of the inside of this and come up for it to screw into. So that's going to help hold the top of these side panels on, these guys, and then the windshield will be screwed, the frame will be screwed down from on top. So that's the plan for now. Word of advice, if any of you guys are building the Sopwith, these on the original airplane, the cowling and the side plates were held on with a cable called a Bowden cable. I made a bead roller to roll these beads in here for the cable. I'll tell you what, that was a real pain in the rear. It looks great, but I don't know if most of you want to go to that extent. So, if I was you, I would just run the cable on the outside, run it down here, and just take the end of the cowling and just butt it up to the cable. In other words, fake it. Anyway, on my airplane, what I've done so far is my custom Kevlar fuel tank has been leak checked and there's no leaks. This will be the fill line, and the fill line will come out through this panel here. All I have to do is unscrew it, open it up, fill up the tank, and close it. This area right here was the oil tank. I'm going to have a brass cap in there with a little tiny hole on it, and that is going to be the overflow. So when I fill the tank and it overflows, it'll squirt out of there, and I'll know it's full. Otherwise, there's really no way to tell. I have since my last video, I've added a reinforcement ring on the front of the cowling, and yeah, those are real rivets. Boy, I tell you what, they are a lot of fun to work with. Not. But it gives a super look. You can see the rivets here on my cowl keeper. The cowl keepers themselves, on the original aircraft, they found out that that Bowden cable wasn't enough. Kermit Weeks has a spot on his channel, Fantasy of Flight, where he was flying his pup and was coming down for a high-speed pass, and the air packed into the cowling so far that it pushed the cowling forward, and the cowling hit the prop, blew it apart, took out the back of the prop, took out part of the top wing and center section. So they got wise. They decided we're going to reinforce it. They're going to put these things on there. Well, this little hinged arrangement is to go over the cable, over that Bowden cable, and then have a wing nut on the front to keep the cowling from moving forward. I produced mine by finding these little tiny plated brass hinges, and I made the whole thing out of tin. That was 8 thou tin that I got from Amazon. I used tin because it solders up really nice. You fold it over a couple times and encapsulate the tabs of, let me see if I got here. Oh yeah, you love my messy workbench. I heard that a clean bench is the symptom of a dirty mind. Or is it a dirty bench is a dirty mind? Oh well, I got a dirty mind too. I love grease and oil. Anyway, there's these hinges. I think I got like 50 or 100 of them from Amazon for under $10. They come in really handy, and they're really nice to solder to. So, if you need hinges, there's a place to go. Anyway, I thought I would just do a quick post and let you guys know what's going on with the old Camel. You might want to, yeah, that's a tank for oil, for smoke oil. The original idea between this, when I started this project 7 years ago, is my brother was building a Fokker D7. And we thought it would be fun to use some FPV goggles and put some lasers in the guns and laser detectors on the plane. And if I got him within my gun sight and hit my gun button, if his detector picked up my laser, it would turn the smoke system on for a couple of seconds. I'm still going to go through with that idea. And you can see I got my smoke pump and everything on there. I had somebody comment too that they thought maybe I should have gone with a radial engine. People, I cannot afford a radial engine. I am going with what I can afford here. So I'm going to have to make a dummy rotary engine to fill all this in. And if I get time and inspiration, I am a journey level machinist. Maybe I will build a working rotary Clerget. That would really set this airplane off in a great way. But there's the Camel update. I still have cockpit combing to go. That's just a rubber gasket for now. I've got a gun sight to make. I've got gun sight mounts. But this is getting close. This is getting really close. I think in this week, I should have it to where the fuselage is finished and ready for me to attach the wings and run the aileron pull cables, which should come out, I think they come out right about here. And yeah, my cables on this aircraft are being run exactly like the full-size aircraft. If you'd seen in my previous videos, there's my little pulley. When I rigged the system up, this thing is so silky smooth. There should be no bind on that servo whatsoever. These have a ball bearing in the center. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be a great system. Anyway, glad to be back, Mad Modelers.